Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on High Tide. I haven't done a video on them in a while. Been working on a couple MJ videos, getting back on YouTube a little bit here more. Had the day off, so thought I'd turn out some videos here. So as you follow my channel closely, High Tide's one of my favorite MJ stocks, even though it's down quite a bit over the last year, down over 73%. In the last 3 months, down over 51%. Here in the last month, down over 13%. In the last week, down about 4.5%. And here's a look at today. Actually, a green. Oh, there just turned red. So I bought some of this yesterday or the day before in the $2 range. So, and it looks like it's up about 10-15 cents depending on what time you're looking at it. But this is High Tide, ticker HITI. I've been following this one since it was HITID, HITIF, and now it's here on the major exchanges. So this is an MJ stock. It engages in the manufacture of retail MJ smoking accessories and lifestyle products. Operates through the following segments: wholesale, retail, and corporate. Headquartered in Calgary, Canada, and I do have some followers, some people watching the channel from Canada, so that's always cool. And see people listening outside of the United States. This was founded in 2009. $126 million market cap. High today of $2.19, a low of $2.08. 52-week high of $8.91 and a low of $1.73. Average volume on this one is quite a bit, actually. So 139, almost 140. Well, I guess that's not that much. 1,000. I was thinking million, but volume is 62.93 thousand here today. So here's a look at their last earnings. So, and here's a couple times that it looks like I tried buying. $4.31. You can see how it's went down even since March. $3.80. So the rest of these down here in the green. So I just did a video on Tilray, Sundial the other day. Might be due for another Sundial one that's up actually a little bit. So Aurora and Canopy. Aurora needs to go up a lot. I'm about 70 to 80% in the red on that one. So over here on Microsoft Bing, currently showing High Tide as a buy. And previous close of $2.12. High Tide to post Q3 2022 earnings of 5 cents per share. Echelon Wealth Partners forecast. So this has been one of my favorites. I'm in the red now, but I'm not in the red on this one as much as what I am some of the other ones, like ACB, Aurora. I'm totally in the red on that one because of the reverse split that they did. That was way back when. But Tilray, I think I'm about a break even. CGC, I'm in the red on that one as well. So, but High Tide stock analysts at Echelon Wealth Partners lowered their Q3 2022 earnings per share estimates for shares of High Tide, a research note issued to investors on Wednesday, June 15th. Partners analysts, a Simple now anticipates that the company will earn 5 cents per share for the quarter, down from the prior estimate of 3 cents. The consensus estimate for High Tide's current full-year earnings is 33 cents per share. Echelon Wealth Partners, who also issued estimates for High Tide's Q4 2022 earnings, is 3 cents per share earnings per share. So they last released its quarterly earnings data on Tuesday, June 14th. The company reported 11 cents earnings per share for the quarter, missing analyst consensus estimate of about 4 cents by 7 cents. High Tide had a negative net margin of 8.42% and a negative return on equity of 16.61%. Business had revenue of $63.95 million during the quarter compared to analyst expectations of $61.79 million. So And again, it still remains one of my favorite ones. It's going to come back. They're expanding each time I've talked about this one. They're expanding stores, and so hedge funds and other institutional investors have recently made changes to their positions in the stock. Royal Bank of Canada acquired a new stake in shares in High Tide in the second quarter, valued at $38,000. And so a lot of changing hands with some of the hedge funds here. A little bit more about High Tide. Engages in the retail business in Canada, Europe, and United States, and internationally. The company designs, manufactures, distributes smoking accessories and lifestyle products, also involved in the wholesale of retailing products, as well as operates and franchises licensed retail MJ stores. High Tide secures $3.85 million subordinated debt financing from an arm's length credit provider. $3.85 million. The company has chosen to proceed with a small debt facility at the time of the company's proposed non-dilutive credit facilities with Connect First Credit Union for Canadian $30 million has been delayed by July 2022. So see what this does to the stock price, and I'm sure maybe there'll be another video or two out in regards to this. We'll just have to wait and see, but the company issued the lender non-convertible subordinated secured debenture of the company. The debenture matures on June 21, 2023, and bears interest at a fixed rate of 10% per annum. And just going to scroll through the rest of this information. Talks about 700 warrants, so if you want to go over that more in detail, feel free to pause the video. High Tide secures $5 million subordinated debt financing to power continued growth. Kind of some of the same information. So, leading retail-focused company with brick and mortar as well as global e-commerce assets is pleased to announce that it's closed short-term debt financing from an arm's length credit provider. The company has chosen to proceed with the small debt facility in the time as company's proposed non-dilutive credit facilities with Connect First Credit Union, announced April 18th of 2022. So feel free to pause and go over the rest of that. First of its kind discount club model is clearly working, as evidenced by the rapid same sales growth, and now has defined us to a clear leader in the Canadian MJ retail landscape. So the goal is to reach at least 150 locations by the end of this year. When I think I first started watching this one, they had about 80, so it seems like each time I do a video they're adding one or two stores, just keeps growing. So here's a little bit more about High Tide with 126 current locations spanning Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. So we got about 24 to go to reach their goal up here of 150, and I'm sure they'll do it. So they keep hitting their goals about every time. So, and they have their online presence, the discount club, the Canna Cabana, Meta Supply, Fab CBD, Bless CBD. So they just have a lot going on. I just feel it's going to really take off with this one someday, but that's my hopes. But currently at 213, showing it here as a buy on MSN Money, and analyst target price of $11.71. So we'll just have to wait and see if that happens. So severely undervalued. That's the way I've always thought of this one, but it's just got a lot going on. And before everything went red, I was in the green with this one for quite a while, and really no other MJ stocks I was in the green, and this one had always been in the green. So 52-week low of $1.73, high of $8.91, $128 million market cap, so still relatively small. Just report the clown. So First hour are the best to invest. That's what everybody says. What do stock investors definitely don't like? Retail. That is for sure. So that is it for High Tide. If you have High Tide, go ahead and list that in the comments, or your favorite MJ stock, and we can take a look at that one as well. Maybe do a video about it. I'm sure I might even have it. I have quite a few, so even some of the over-the-counter ones. But that's it for High Tide. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.